What up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Magic Hour. I'm your host, MagicLeb, aka MagicLeb. Feel free to follow me on my Instagram at Fame Film Agency and subscribe to my YouTube at MagicLeb. Today, we have a very interesting guest, Mr. Lockie Lloyd. Lockie. I called him Loki from Marvel. Sorry, that got into my head. Now, I have never seen you in action, but after meeting you a few times, you give me, personally, Stephen Wright vibes.
I don't know how that is.
Stephen Wright is he's a one-liner comedian who is such a chill person. He's so chill. It's like, and you remind me of that same kind of chill person. And he speaks like this most of the time, and it's just very cool. He comes up with jokes like, my hat is not on backwards, my face is just facing the wrong way. You know, they're the kind of jokes that he tells. He's actually an Oscar winner as well, an Oscar winner writer. So, and when I first met you, I actually after meeting you twice, I was like, you know what? This guy's giving me Stephen Wright vibes. So, Lockie, is it true that you've been featured on Triple J, Unearthed?
No.
You weren't? Well, that was incorrect information.
No, you just pay for that.
Okay. All right. Well, because the thing is, I was trying to do my research on you, and you are a very private individual.
Yep.
I couldn't find nothing on you. Trying to find information on you will be just trying to find the body of Jimmy Hoffa. You can't. It's impossible. Now, I understand that you've taken an absence in comedy and you've been back now for the last 6 months, give or take?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay, well, that is correct.
That's correct.
All right. Now, why the long break?
I just needed more life experience, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't have the life experience. I just wasn't funny back when I was growing up. I had the stage presence, but I didn't have the material. I didn't have the life experience. So it was just yeah.
So, what is your style of comedy? What are you don't have to, without giving me the jokes? Like, what kind of stuff do you mainly talk about? What's your main thing?
What do I mainly talk about? Mainly just like diagnoses and just different types of I just mock fun of the system, the diagnostic system.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Now you competed in this year's Raw.
Yeah,
And you got a wild card to the finals.
Yep.
What does that mean exactly? They're getting a wild card. That's like second best.
so they have a winner, and then they have the winner. All the winner does is gets a photo second, and they're guaranteed to go for the next round.
Mm-hmm.
The wild card is that they just someone that they pick for the judges pick. They can pick up to 3 or 4 wild cards, and I was the only wild card in my group that was chosen that night. So there was 45 people competing, and there's 12 people that get through to the event. So
Okay.
out of 45, 12 out of the 45. So I was one of the chosen ones for the wild card.
Wow, 45 people competed this year.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
I
comedians.
think it could be more.
Wow, I don't know if it was that much last year, but that's amazing. So now the Raw is over now, right?
Yeah.
So where did that leave you?
Where does that leave me?
Yeah, like you're not going to Melbourne or anything like that. You didn't.
No, I'm just gonna keep doing open mics and just have my fun. I'm just doing this for fun.
Okay, cool. Because you are a frequent open mic at the Life Lab.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not for yeah. I try. It's hard. It can be hard to get a spot because how many people sign up.
Yeah, I know. It can be difficult. I personally, I mean, as much as I like to have the opportunity to do open mic, I've kind of like taken a break from that. I'd rather just be part of people's shows and just it would be a part of a lineup, unless I have something completely new. But I'd rather just take the risk. I'm not scared if I get booed. Now, answer me if this is true. I don't know if this is a rumor or if this is a fact. I need you to clarify this. This is the only thing about you that I could find that is remotely credible to ask. Is it true that you are related to Amos Gill?
His dad, his dad's my auntie. His dad, so he comes to the Christmas parties occasionally. But,
His dad is dating your auntie?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like related. They're not married.
No, they're not married.
Okay, so it's just you guys know each other, kind of thing, more than you are blood related.
Yeah.
Oh, that's still pretty cool.
I've shaken his hand a few times. So that's it.
I saw a couple of clips of Amos Gill performing in Denver.
Yep.
The comedy. I don't know if it was the Comedy Store or it's a very well known place, and he's killing it.
Yeah.
He's doing amazing. Do you guys stay in touch? Do you guys
No,
communicate at all?
no.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
I
cool.
should have gotten advice when I was younger. I should have. I just I don't know.
So okay,
I was very shy.
okay. Well, have you overcome that shyness as you got older?
Yeah.
Now, when was it that you decided? You know what? I want to give stand up comedy a try.
I was always doing it at school. Like, I was making jokes at school.
Like the class clown kind of thing.
Not yeah, sort of. Yeah, but from I did like when I was like 8. I actually did. I was about 8 or 10. I did a talent show and did stand up in a talent show.
Oh, really?
But I just stole some kid's joke that there wasn't. I don't do that. I don't do that, and I'm not going to do that anymore. But yeah, built me the confidence to do it. And then I would have been 19 when I first went to the running room, the old running room.
Okay.
The old running room.
Yeah, people keep saying the old runner room. I wasn't here at the time when it was old. What was the difference between the old runner room and the way it's managed today?
What was the difference? Not much. It was just on North Terrace and that.
Ah, that's just a different location.
That was.
Okay. That's what they mean by old runner room. Yeah, I can relate. When I was in grade school, during recess and lunchtime, I would break out by imitating Eddie Murphy's Delirious.
Yeah.
I'll do that in school, because you're not allowed to curse at all. So we'll go somewhere in the Oval where you can say whatever you want when there's no teacher around. And I used to give that kind of show over and over because my friends at that age they weren't allowed to watch these things. Their parents wouldn't allow them to watch. Everybody used to come to my house because my mother worked 2 jobs. She left the house at 4:00 in the morning, wouldn't come back till 7 p.m. No adult supervision. We could watch whatever the hell we wanted. So everybody would come over to my house to watch Raw and Delirious and even like Scarface movies, like things that they will never see. When I go to their sleepovers, we're watching Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You know what I mean? They come to my place, we're watching freaking Die Hard, that was good old days. Now, especially Wrong Side of History. Okay, that's right. Your Amos Gill's got a show called The Wrong Side of History. Now, what is your style of comedy? Are you like, do you do impressions? Are you like more like on the flamboyant side, or you're more on the chill side?
I said more like chill, sort of awkward, sort of chill, just more like observational stuff.
I highly recommend you look up who Stephen Wright is because I don't know why I'm getting Stephen Wright vibes. I just am. This guy, by the way, Stephen Wright is a comedic genius. Yeah. And I'm getting that comedic genius vibe from you for some reason. I don't know why, but it's just coming off you. So who would you say would be your inspiration?
I like Dave Chappelle, but I don't think he's getting inspiration. I'm trying to think of something funny for my inspiration.
Yep, Dave. Can't go wrong with Dave.
I think Kanye's pretty inspirational, but like
who?
Old Kanye.
Kanye West?
Yeah, Kanye's inspirational.
Oh, okay.
But the old Kanye. Oh, maybe even today. I don't know. No, it depends on the person.
Okay, like in terms of comedy, like do you have a particular comedian or sets of comedians that kind of you admire that wanted you to lead to this direction in life?
To what direction in life?
To have the courage to pick up the mic, get on the stage.
I'm not sure. I just used to watch like the old Australian TV, so like Rove and stuff.
Rove, yeah. I probably should have asked you. I probably should have led with this question. How old are you?
Lockie. 30.
30. Okay. So you probably won't remember Fast Forward and the Comedy Company, these Australian sketch shows from the 80s. No. Probably it was just before your time, because those were really like great Aussie comedies. So Rove was definitely in your generation.
Yep.
Are you a part of this year's Fringe at all?
No, not this year.
Not yet. Are you ever considering doing a Fringe show?
Yeah, but if I do it right now, I'm just gonna lose money. So it's just like a lot of comedians just like lose money doing a Fringe show.
It is a risky financial investment.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, many of them are willing to take the hit because they're just hoping or praying that somebody with influence would watch their show, and if they find them that they have what it takes, it can lead to bigger opportunities.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe one day, like, I don't know if I want to do a friend show, but like, I want to like rent out a room and just record like a couple clips, and, like hold like hour, like a few hours special, sort of,
Well,
maybe do that.
well, if you ever need a recording,
Yeah.
you can come to me.
Yeah.
I recorded last year. I recorded Jackson Grant's special.
Yep.
Oh God, the Human Antidepressant. That's what it was. That was the name of the show. That was a pretty good show too. All right. So, what's next for you? I guess what are you working on? Any new material?
New material comes to me all the time because I don't write down anything. I do.
Really?
Yeah, I've never wrote down anything. I do. Yeah.
So when you get on stage, you just kind of winging it.
It's all prepared before.
Yeah. But do you rehearse in your mind over and over again?
Yeah, I rehearse in my mind over and over again. But yeah.
Do you ever rehearse in front of a mirror?
No.
All right. Now, if you could perform your comedy for any audience in history, which time period would you choose? Like what decade? What time of the century? It doesn't even have to be in the 1900s. It could be 1320 for all you want. If you find that time amusing.
Imagine this. I freeze myself now, and then in 100 years from now, I perform in 100 years and see what's changed.
Oh, there you go. That's a nice twist of an answer. Instead of picking history, he's picking a time in the future. Louis C.K. had a joke. He had a joke that if he had a time machine and he went back in time, he wouldn't care where back in time he'll go, because he'll know that because he's white, he's going to be okay, he's going to be safe, he's going to be dominant. He was more afraid of going into the future because he wouldn't know for sure if whites would be the dominant. So that was a nice little twist on that. When you gave me that answer, kind of, I had a little memory of that bit. So yeah, that's interesting. What do you think the world will be like in 100 years' time?
100 years? Depends who rules the world.
Well, we can never know. Okay, but you know what? I'm going to force you to go back in history here. Now, which historical figure do you think will make a good comedian?
I think Hitler and Kanye have a lot in common.
Hitler and Kanye West? That is a fantastic combination. That is, you know what you just did there, Lochie, stop it, Magic. You just came up with a fantastic premise for a sketch.
Yeah. It's been done.
Hitler and Kanye has been done?
Yeah.
Get out of here, when?
It's a girl comedian, but I've seen it a few times.
Okay, damn it. Well, because it's too good to be true. So Hitler.
And that was before, that was before all the Kanye, like, going crazy, like, all the Kanye when he turned.
Okay. When did Kanye go crazy? When he started saying negative things about Jewish people, or when he just or when he broke up with the Kardashian or whatever,
2022 when he was on Alex Jones.
Okay, that's when he started going crazy. I'm going to look that up. 2022 Alex Jones. I'm going to look this up and see the evolution from sane to crazy. Because I've always had the mixed emotions about Kanye. I mean, okay, I admire him as an artist. Don't get me wrong. I do find him very, 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 very arrogant. Yeah. But I guess many artists can be arrogant. But I mean, I grew up on Michael Jackson and Prince and all that. You never, Michael would never go and say, "I'm the best at this, and nobody can touch me, nobody can do." And he would never talk that way. You know what I mean? Like Kanye saying, "I'm the greatest, I'm the best rapper there ever is, and then no one's gonna be better than me," and things like that. Like that's the only kind of thing that turns me off from any artist. I mean, there's nothing wrong with praising your own work, but to say that you're unless you're Muhammad Ali in boxing, you have no right to say that.
Yeah.
Like okay, let's say you are the greatest comedian in the Adelaide community, okay? Would you announce it like I'm the best, nobody here can beat me, and everyone here sucks and whatever?
I didn't even get through to Raw.
Well, Muhammad Ali wasn't champion yet, and he was saying that he was the greatest before he was champion. Okay. Now, I'm going to get down here with this thing. What is your biggest fear?
Biggest fear? That's a hard one. I have so many fears.
All right, so accumulate all these fears that you have, and which one out of them all is the biggest one for you?
In a way, I'm like afraid of life. Just like life is more unpredictable than death. So I fear life. Like, I fear because my biggest fear is the unpredictable. Like how unpredictable life is. I think that's my biggest fear.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy doing the existential part with you. That was very deep. I agree with that very much. Like life is a huge fear. It has become a huge fear, especially with what's been going on lately. Whew. Now, okay, if you had to, if you can finish the following question, to you, comedy is what?
Fun.
Fun?
Yeah.
What feeling do you get when you're on stage?
When I'm on stage, I'm just like I enjoy it, but I want to get off stage as soon as I'm on stage and want to like get feedback. Like I don't know, you feel that as well. Like I want to be like, okay, what am I doing? And then as soon as I get off stage, I want to talk to someone, get back on stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a pep talk kind of thing,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
have you ever done comedy sketches before?
Oh, I've tried and I'm terrible.
In what sense? Like what you can't act?
I was just 16 and doing the dumbest shit you can think of.
Like jackass type stuff?
No. I just mate. I think I was just trying to dumb myself down too much.
Okay.
It wasn't funny.
All right. Well, I hope you're thinking of giving it another shot, because I am constantly looking for actors, always looking for people to be in sketches that I've done. And a lot of the sketches that I do can be controversial. It can be, maybe you can say racially insensitive, but not racist per se.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm always having trouble finding people to want to be a part of that. So, but anyway, I've said that hundreds of times. Now, I've got more questions. I know I've got more questions, and some of these that I've asked before, I'm trying not to ask for a second time. And I do have a a game that we're going to play later on. Now. So, okay, if you had a Mount Rushmore of comedians, who would be your top four?
Top four? Dave Chappelle. Definitely. I don't know. Like, I don't really watch that many comedians anymore, so it's hard to say. Like, there's some good. I don't know. I'm more into just going to a comedy club and just saying like people who I think are going to be stars.
Yeah. When you see people perform, and based on how they are, if can you really tell who has it and who doesn't?
No, because it's subjective to everyone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But you can tell some people who are funny and who aren't. Like who you can tell who has potential in the early stages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're stranded in a deserted island. You can only bring with you one comedy album, one movie, and one music discography from any artist or band.
I'll go with the Beatles.
No, that's a good choice. That's a good discography.
Yeah, that's pretty like Yeah.
That's like a
Pretty influential.
lot of hours in there. You got days worth of music there.
And then, so comedy album. What's Dave Chappelle's 2001 score?
Let's see. There was Killing Them Softly.
Yeah, Killing Them Softly.
Okay. Yeah, that was funny. And movie.
Maybe. I mean, it'd be pretty funny if you had Castaway.
Castaway. Yeah, why not?
You could learn things.
Yeah. I mean, I that movie. But what I really liked about that film is like the message behind it was human beings. We got so adapted to having everything done for us that like this is the ultimate test. If everything was taken away, could we start from scratch?
So I'm alone on the desert island. Yeah. Am I alone on the desert island?
Yep. Yeah. And you got Castaway.
Then Castaway is like a tutorial.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Don't eat the fish, and you're gonna make friends with the ball.
Yeah, Castaway is a tutorial.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty awesome, man. Have you ever collaborated with any other comedians here?
No. No.
No.
I've just been doing that for Max.
What do you hope to achieve in the world of comedy?
I just do this for fun.
It's just for a fun thing?
Yeah.
You're not wanting to make a career out of it?
No.
You know what? And because you answered that question in that way, I think you will make a career out of it. All those that have that mentality, you know what? I'm going to be a comedian. I'm going to work hard at it. And one day I'm going to be famous. I'm going to make money. And I'm going to be on this show and that show and whatever. And I have my own TV show. Because they focus on these superficial things. Most of them never ever make it at all. But it always happens to those who like, you know what? I'm just doing it. Don't care where it leads me. I'm just having fun. And before you know it, they're a rising star.
It's a quality. Yeah.
Like Ken Jeong is a perfect example. Like this guy, he started to be a doctor. I'm sure you know who Ken Jeong is. He was in those. He played the Asian guy in all those Hangover movies. Yeah.
I think there was a time where I wanted that TV show, fame, movies, but I just wasn't funny.
Mm.
I think, especially when you don't write something, you can come across like desperate in your art if you try and chase those things.
So the chasing it is the distraction from the art.
Yeah,
100%. I totally agree. Now, in the break that you had, like, did you use that time to find your style, to find your voice, kind of thing, in order to give it another shot?
I was just trying to find out what I was good at life, and couldn't find anything. So I was just like, oh, let's go back to comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah.
Did you have any other interests in other parts of art?
Yeah, like music and stuff. So I'm not good. Poetry and stuff. So like that, yeah, not good.
I was addicted to poetry in high school. Then my university years, I couldn't get enough of it. Studied it and writing it and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I wasn't trying to be a singer or a musician. I just thought it was a fantastic way to express.
Yeah.
And I even had one of my poems published in a book called what was the book called? Fuck, I forgot the name of the book. Something Mirror. And this was like over 30 years ago.
Yeah, I did acting as well. I did some acting as well, but like my agent was like, you got to go to act. He was like, oh, you got to get an education, go to acting school if you want to pursue it further. It's like, either you got it or you don't. And I was like thinking, why don't like people push people into like comedy schools? But it's like, either you got it or you don't. It's like the only like form of entertainment where like people aren't scamming, like trying to get you into an education. You got it or you don't.
You have an agent?
No, I had an agent.
You had an agent?
Yeah.
So like an agent that would get you gigs?
No, it was for acting.
For acting?
Yeah, and then they didn't do shit. So I was like, go get rid of him.
And you said to yourself that so you took acting classes?
Yeah. And
you're still saying to yourself that you're not any good?
No, I'm saying that like either you got it or you don't. And it was just like impossible thing in Adelaide to get anything. It was like,
Adelaide is a tough city. It's a tough town to get any kind of acting work.
yeah.
Especially in the high level of professionalism of acting work.
Yeah.
You know, that's why a lot of people, they do their own thing, you know, just to make a name for themselves before they can do anything great. Now, you said that you would rather have gone to a school of comedy. Is there a school of comedy? Are there courses that teach comedy?
No, I think we should like, you know, like there should be a high school in Adelaide for just comedy. Just like how many fringe, like imagine that, like how many kids would go like benefit from that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could stop bullying because like you'd be like you got to do comedy, but you like at school, but you're not allowed to bully the other kids. You can completely wipe out like 90% of the bullying. Just that.
I believe so, but I think bullying now has, in school at least, it's kind of died down to when we were in high school. Well, I don't know about you. You were 30 years old, but I remember when I was in grade school and high school, bullying was a common problem everywhere.
Yeah.
And looking at it today, I mean, besides, the worst thing kids are doing these days is just saying the worst things about each other. You know, they're not threatening to hit anymore. You know, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm not seeing it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're not mean. Kids are always mean, regardless of what generation they grew up in. Kids can be cruel, you know. But I think the violence part in schools has died down immensely since when we were kids.
Yeah.
You know, I think the bullying factor is gone. I think that what they're doing now, they're playing the dozens. They just take turns in roasting each other in the most horrible way possible. I mean, it's not even funny. They're just cursing each other out. You know, it's like a verbal war that's going on, and that's when the teachers intervene. When you're saying something bad, when kids are beating the crap out of each other, by law, teachers aren't allowed to touch the students.
Yep.
When I was a kid and got into a fight, my 7th grade teacher picked me up and threw me across the hall, and he did the same thing to the other kids. Stop it, you know, and we just went with it. It was the most natural behavior ever. Okay, now, you seem to me like a very, very, very deep person. So we have entered the existential part of the podcast, Lockie.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you some existential questions, L to the Lloyd. Now, what version of yourself are you secretly trying to outrun?
What version of myself?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a deep question.
Yeah, you seem to be like a deep individual.
Well, I think everyone's different from their past self, but I'm definitely a different person from the last 5 years, 10 years. I'm trying to outrun who I was yesterday and the years prior, and always just trying to be a better person.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good answer. You know, I mentioned this once in the podcast that Lebanese people, we have this saying that every 7 years, a person changes their perspective on life.
Yeah.
You know, and I still believe that happens even at your old age. You know, every 7 years, something's happening to your brain or the way you see things, and it changes your perspective. Muhammad Ali once said, if the way you view life at 20 is still the way you view life at 50, then you've wasted 30 years of your life. And kind of get deeper than Ali. All right. When you're doing comedy, do you crave laughter, approval, or connection more?
Definitely laughter. But I do like making friends after the show. And
You know?
I feel like when I was first doing comedy, I made this mistake, right? When I first entered, I didn't talk to any of the other comedians and try to make friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
A lot of them were I was very young, and a lot of them were a lot older, and I just didn't have the experience to talk to older people.
Okay. Fair enough. So you gained that kind of confidence?
Yeah.
You know, I feel you. Like, I think I know I can relate to what you're saying. I've been out of this country for 16 straight years, and when I came back, you know, I felt like I was forcing myself onto people.
Yeah.
You know, especially in the comedy community, where I probably shouldn't have done that. You know, I shouldn't have been so forward. I should have been more in the behind the scenes type of person. But you know, it's just that like I'm always but the thing is the eagerness in me wants to make the connections immediately because I grew up like in a way of networking, get to know people, get to start shit, do things right away. You know, like I was very aggressive in that, and I think maybe that kind of hurt me in some areas. But you know, that's just the way I am. All right, final question: is comedy truth, distraction, or therapy?
I think it could be all three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to elaborate a bit more on that?
Truth, distraction, or therapy. Nah. I think it's you connecting with the audience to all three at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is true. Are there truths to? Do you preach on stage about certain topics that you talk about?
Not seriously. So it can be in a. You want to do that in a joking manner,
Yeah.
and like people will get what you're saying, or some people might get what you're saying. Some people might not. Do you know what rap genius is?
Rap genius.
Yeah.
Well, I know the two words separately, but put together.
It's a site where you can go look up lyrics, and they'll give you like metaphors and analogies for what the song lyrics mean.
Okay, so it's not an AI thing.
No. You look up lyrics, and then they have the metaphors and the analogies.
Okay, yeah.
The lyrics mean. They should do that with comedies. Because sometimes I'm watching a comedian or I'm performing myself, and I'm just like, I don't get what that joke means. They should have that with comedy.
Okay, like Moonshine. Everybody thought he was singing about a woman, but he was just singing about alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they should have. I think if anyone made that for like comedy, they could make a lot of money.
Well, since you came up with that, why don't you start developing that, man? Don't give that freaking idea away here, because Kent, who's probably the only one watching, will probably steal that idea and start doing something with it. Kent, collaborate with Lockie here. All right. So, have you ever thought of writing like a play or writing a sketch, or have ideas for like a show?
No.
You haven't gone that far, because with your acting experience that you've had, or at least taking classes, and now you're doing comedy, so you kind of don't you want to kind of merge both your knowledge of acting with your knowledge of comedy and kind of bring it together? Do you find that when you're on stage, do you do any kind of acting exercises while you're on stage when you're expressing something, or are you just very, very chill?
I'm just trying to remember what I was thinking of. That was going through my head.
Well, actors do that too.
Yeah, acting. So yeah, I'm just acting on stage.
Okay. But are you acting like more yourself? Are you more yourself, or are we seeing a representation of yourself? Somebody that's speaking on behalf of Lockie?
I think I am myself on stage, but I'm either, depends on the day. I could dumb myself down to the audience, or I could be more intellectual. It depends on the day.
Do you have before you get on stage, do you want to feel the vibe of the audience, kind of thing?
Yeah, sometimes I pace up and down and see like like who's in the audience, and then I can change it to like what this audience is gonna like and what this audience is gonna go with, and then I'll just do stuff that I've already done that I know what works. So I did that with Raw because I knew the audience is going to be different. But if there's a different audience, then I always try to do new stuff.
What was the biggest crowd you've ever performed for?
Oh, Raw.
Definitely.
Yeah, there was about 150 to 200 people there, the runner room.
The runner room now is downstairs.
No, there's two. So there's Low Life, which is downstairs, and then there's runner room upstairs.
Okay.
So they're in the
somebody told me that they're no longer doing upstairs anymore. I don't know if that was true, so thanks for clarifying that. Wow, there was 200 people upstairs.
Yeah.
That's like a fire hazard, man. It's such a small area.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah. And I've watched James McCann perform Low Life as well the other week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I heard of James McCann.
I met him and he was just like, I got there and he's just like, if you told me that you're a comedian, I would have let you open for me if you got here like 10 minutes earlier. And I was
Oh.
just like, oh,
Wow. Do you get it detailed?
no.
Dude, that was like an opening. Here's my Instagram or here's my number. Think of me, give me a call, whatever.
But yeah,
You gotta take care. You gotta take advantage of these opportunities, man. Okay. Well, that's pretty sweet. So you've been back now, what, give or take 6 months. You've won the wild card draw. You met James McCann, who asked you to open for him. Dude, you're achieving a lot in a very short time.
Yeah.
Like, where would you like to see yourself in 5 years?
Breathing.
Breathing? That is the answer of a true artist, you know? Because people will say things, people normally will answer things like, I hope to be achieved at least this much and I'm working with this person. You got breathing. That's simple and unique and it hits hard because no one's going to know what happens in 5 years. So breathing is what you hope. Because if you're breathing, then you can hopefully be working with the kind of people that you want to be working with. Okay. Lockie. I have to say you're the coolest guest I've had on the show. Like, cool. Like, you are like the James Dean of comedy. Cool. You're chill. And I'm getting so much Stephen Wright vibes from you. It's amazing that ever had him on the show. Now, would you like to have some fun?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we are going to do a wrong answers only segment. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I deliberately want you to give me the wrong answer.
Oh, that's going to be easy.
Okay, yeah. It's going to be easy, yes. I like that. But this exercise is mainly, it's like an improv thing. I want to see how creative you can get, if you can even, how funny you can get, if you can. All right, you ready?
Yep.
What is Shopify?
Communist site.
A what?
A communist site.
Okay. Why do zombies like to eat brains?
They don't like hearts.
Mm-hmm. What is the plot of the Disney film The Lion King? Not so easy, is it?
Not so easy. There's a lion trying to become a king.
That is the plot.
No, it's not.
The lion trying to become a king.
No.
Well, I just can't wait to be king. That's the whole freaking part of the. That's what he wants to be king.
Yeah.
He ain't trying.
Well, he's inherited it.
Yeah. So tell me something completely opposite of that.
Okay.
You know, the completely wrong answer.
That was the right answer.
But we can skip that one.
No. It's in Australia.
Okay, fair enough. That's right. The African desert is in the outback. All right. How did the Titanic really sink?
Oh, No, we're not getting into conspiracies here because that would be true. That would be the right answer.
Yeah. I know where you're going with that, by the way, but yeah, continue. The answer.
What year did it sink?
1912, I believe.
Okay.
Or was it 1908? 8 or 12? Damn it.
Yeah.
History sucks.
Oof.
The answer is simple, man. There were too many sumo wrestlers on board.
Yeah, let's go with that. Timothy the fat lady was singing.
You know? Or somebody hated the music and accidentally punctured a hole on the floor. Okay. Now, which actor played the Terminator?
Which actor played the Terminator?
Or actress?
Or actress. Actor played the Terminator. Trump.
Yes, that is correct. Trump played the Terminator. I'll be back. Okay. And one that question that I always like to ask everybody because I really want to see how creative they can get with this one. How does one catch an STD?
How does one catch an STD?
I must have come up with like 10 different answers.
That's. So you went with the wrong answer.
Of course.
Uh,
I just came up with another answer. I've come up with like 13 answers so far for this question, try to get as creative as I can. Okay, maybe to inspire you, I'll give you what my answer is now. How does one catch an STD? By reading the book The Secret.
Reading the book The Secret.
Do you remember that book when that came out, The Secret?
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh God! Thank God you don't know what that is. But it was a huge pandemic of a book. Everybody thought by reading this book they're all going to become successful. You know, if you wish for something, it's going to happen. Like, no, that's not true. You have to believe in the universe, and it will happen. Man, all that kind of. It's one of those pathetic self-help books.
I mean, it'd take a huge hit to the pharmaceutical companies if we told by people you get STDs from vaccines.
From vaccine, there you go. That's an answer. That's an answer. That's how one can catch. Well, actually, that is how one can catch it. But okay, but yes, okay, that is an answer, and I like it. All right. What would you like people to take from this podcast when they see you in it?
Oh God, I just. There's probably going to be Kent Markle watching. So.
How you doing, Kent? You're right there. All right, cool. And maybe Ben Petch.
Yeah.
You know.
So I don't know. I'm just trying to have fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take this too seriously. I'm just trying to have fun today.
All right, cool. Has this been fun so far for you?
Yeah, it's been fun.
And to me, it's been like the most chill thing. I feel like we should be splitting a joint while we're doing this because it just feels that chill. Okay, well, we have come to the conclusion part of the podcast where I'm going to ask you a series of 10 questions. Now, are you familiar with James Lipton, the American writer / actor, who had a show called the Inside the Actor Studio?
No.
Well, I always like to mention him when I do this questionnaire because he was inspired by his favorite journalist, a Frenchman named Bernard Pivot. And these are the 10 questions that he would ask everybody towards the end of his interviews, which I would like to do with you. What is your favorite word?
Fuck.
Okay. So I'm going to cross off that is your favorite curse word.
Yeah.
Okay. So I won't ask you that later on. What is your least favorite word?
Least favorite word.
I should play the Jeopardy music. Ding, 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 ding. It's okay. Ding,
I'm trying to think.
ding, 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 ding.
I don't have a least favorite word.
Okay, well, there you go. That's an answer. That's still an answer. Good. That means you are not prejudiced to words. Okay, cool. And I can't specify this enough. I don't think you'd be asking me, but I'm going to put it out there. The following question is not a sexual question. What turns you on?
That's weird. But comedy. Bit funny.
Okay. What turns you off?
When people take life seriously.
Take life seriously?
Yeah.
Agreed. What sound or noise do you love?
Sound or noise? I like piano.
Mm-hmm. Good answer. I love piano. What sound or noise do you hate?
I hate screeching. Screeching.
Yeah.
Like anything that sounds like aggressive, like someone wants to fight you. How does that sound?
Yeah, those kind of confrontation type things. Yep. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Profession other than my own. Being an astronaut would be cool.
Be what? Sorry.
Being an astronaut would be cool.
An astronaut. Yes.
I think you're just an actor at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Especially the ones that went to the moon. I think they were actors. So I would think I was going to be an astronaut.
Yeah. No, that'd be a pretty cool thing. What profession would you not like to do?
Politics would suck, but like working in a kitchen again, I don't want to do that.
Okay. Yeah. So politics and kitchen work.
Yeah.
Nice.
Same thing.
All right, cool. You're cleaning up shit. Yeah. All right, cool. And finally, Lockie, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say to you when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I would ask God if he likes having autism.
You would ask God what?
If he like having autism.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you would rather say something to God instead of hearing God say something to you. Wow.
Yeah.
That is an answer. That is an original answer.
Yeah, I'd be like, do you like having autism?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you suffer from autism?
Yeah.
There are different levels of autism, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have a cousin. I have two, actually. I have a cousin and a nephew that one of them has severe autism, like incredibly severe. Like, yeah, he shouldn't be around people. You know what I mean? That's the kind of autism he has.
Yeah.
And the other one is more dialed back.
Yeah.
You know, he's not afraid to touch when he's comfortable with people around him. You know, the other one doesn't want to touch anybody or be touched.
Yep.
You know, so I had a guest, Eliza Thomas. She told me that she's also has a form of autism, and I'm going to ask you the same question I asked her. If you and I went to the casino, can we pull off a Rain Man at and win at blackjack with your autistic abilities?
I am way too greedy. I'm not bad at blackjack, but I'm way too greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd lose it all, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, yeah, you would have to get me to leave.
I guess I'll definitely have to get you to leave if you don't know. I don't know if have you ever seen the movie Rain Man?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I've done a skit on.
So you definitely know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, one of my skits was on Rain Man before.
Oh, sweet. Because I was hoping that, oh no, he's 30, maybe he hadn't seen it.
Yeah. So I did a skit on Rain Man, and then someone came up to me and was like, "What is Rain Man?" I was like, "Okay."
That movie lied to us, because when I found out that I had an autistic cousin, I was so happy, but I shouldn't have been. But God, because of that movie. Anyway.
Yeah, savant.
Yeah.
It's not autism. That's savant syndrome.
Savant.
Yeah.
There you go. But they called it autistic. That's when we were introduced to the word autistic in that movie, because not many people in the 80s knew exactly what that was. And they did mention that it was an idiot savant, which isn't that an oxymoron? To take the word idiot and savant, because idiot means like a jackass, but savant means like highly intelligent, right?
Yeah.
It's like saying dumbass. No, it's like saying dumb smart. You know, dumb genius.
Yeah.
You know, like it just doesn't mix. So anyway, idiot savant. That's what I should be looking for in a relative if we have anyway. So Lockie. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah.
All right. This is a pretty kick-ass, the most chill freaking podcast I've ever had in my life.
Okay.
How did you feel about it? Pretty cool?
Yeah,
Gave me the thumbs up. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us in this episode of The Magic Hour. Be sure to follow me on my Instagram at Fame Film Agency, and click the subscribe button on my YouTube page at Magic and Dairy, and follow Mr. Lockie Lloyd here. This guy's going places. And and you know what? You see him now, and when you see him in 10 years as a millionaire, $1 million bet he's going to look exactly the same and talk exactly the same and still be chill exactly the same. Am I right or wrong about that?
If I'm breaking.
Yeah. Until next time, guys, take care.
I'm broke, bitch.